Gentlemen, I would remind you that this is the question portion of our discussion, so if you have questions of staff, please ask them, but to keep your opinions to yourself until after we've heard from the public. Mr. Duclos.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have several questions. This is my first question. I guess really my questions are kind of directed to the city attorney, and I'm just trying to get a sense of the process or perhaps implications of this thing. My question is this: if a council member contacted either attorneys, Kupitz, or companies like Trail Partner Inc. or Kibble Green and requested information, are they free to provide it?
No.
When you say no, they're not legally free, ethically free?
They're not free to provide it. That's correct.
Okay. And I guess the next question is, I as a council member, am I violating the law if I receive it?
No. You are one of 5 members of the council that holds the privilege.
So they're in violation of the law if they release it. I would not be in violation of the law if I received it. I requested it.
You are the client. They're under an obligation to maintain the confidentiality of attorney-client work product and attorney-client privileged information. You, as a member of the City Council, you are one of 5 members of a body that constitutes the client.
But any one of those members can request it?
I'm not sure what you mean request it. You have all seen it.
No,
I'm
giving you a hypothetical. If I, as an individual council member, approach any of those entities and say, I'm a council member from Oak Beach City Council, I would like this material, and they give it to me.
Ordinarily, the chain of command would typically dictate that the City Council would request it, or a council member would request it. The city manager would then make the specific request, or I would make the specific request, and we would provide it to the council, all of the council members. It would not be typical for an individual council member to have a direct relationship like that with a consultant.
Well, then, I guess if it's not clear if I'm in violation for receiving it without doing what you just described, if I release that information, am I in violation of the law?
I'm not aware of a specific law that would be violated.
Let me put it a different way. Is it illegal to release privileged information without majority council consent? Is that in violation of the law?
I really am not in a position to answer that question tonight.
I'm not clear. Wouldn't it be clear? In other words, if the only way you can release the information is with the consent of the council majority, and you release that information publicly, you're saying no law has been broken?
No. Just let me clarify. What I'm saying, Council Member, is that I'm not in a position to answer that question tonight. I'm prepared to answer questions pertaining to the Council's determination as a body whether to release the 3 documents that are described in the staff.
Well, I know, but before we make that determination, we need to determine. I'm trying to get at what is protected and not protected, and what's legal and not legal.
That's fine. I'm just not in a position to answer your question.
Well, let me ask you another question.
If you need the answer to that question, I can't answer it tonight. You can determine whether or not you need the answer to that question before you take action on the items before you, but I'm not in a position to answer that question tonight.
Okay, well, I guess let me look at it another way. Are the slides used in the annual State of the City report? Maybe I thought Vicki would be up here, probably best to speak to this, because she generally works with the mayor in developing that presentation. That's tradition, the way we've done it. Is that generally made available to the public for viewing? The slides. Well, Howard, for example, when you were mayor, did your slides go up on the website?
My slides did not go up on the website. They were